different ways to create data flows in the BW modeling tools. Today I want to show you how to model a data flow template. The data flow is modeled with non-persistent objects, which you or another user can persist later on. Such a data flow template can be designed as a standard data flow that is the basis for several data flows. It can be saved in a dedicated info area, and if you use a special namespace for it, you can even protect it with authorizations. You may have created such templates before using PowerPoint, Word, or Visio. Now you can create such a template directly in the editor where the data flow is modeled. In this example, I'm going to create a template for a specific data flow. I am in the BW modeling tools. From the context menu of my BW project, I choose New Data Flow. I enter my info area, a name and a description. I choose Finish. The data flow editor opens. First, I drag the data sources into the grid. Then I drag some data store objects advanced into the grid. I need more space, so I insert a row. Then I drag a composite provider onto the grid. I make connections between the objects by drag and drop. I type in the names of the objects. Now I go to the Properties view. Here I can create documentation for the data flow object and its nodes in the context of the data flow. This allows me to provide colleagues with a basic system architecture so that they can continue with the technical implementation. To create documentation for the data flow object, I choose Documentation. Under Documentation Type, I can select the editor that I want to use to create the documentation. HTML offers enhanced editing and structuring options. I select an empty cell in the data flow object's grid. Now I can enter my documentation for the data flow object. I select a single object to create documentation for specific objects in the data flow. I save my data flow. Now I have created a data flow template in a quick and easy way. The objects can then be persisted later on by myself or another user. This is one of the many possibilities when modeling data flows. Stay tuned for more videos on tips and tricks when working with data flows.